Hickok 45 here. Guess what? The Glock 21 45 ACP Gen 5 is out. You know what that means? It means I have an opportunity to shoot a Glock. To do a little Glocking and a little pot smoking. Yeah. Play with, woo, cause him to leak. Oh, I have more ammo. I have another magazine. Let's shoot it some more, won't you? What about you, cowboy? Yeah, man. Yeah, I always enjoy shooting a Glock. And when a new one comes out, is that new? Looks kind of like the old ones. A little different, Gen 5. I get that opportunity. I love it. I love it. One of you left a comment, said, you're going to do a Gen 5 Glock 21. Oh, is it out? I didn't know that. So I requested one from a friend of mine. His name is Bud. And here it came, and here it is. So I get to shoot it. You saw it on Sunday morning, I hope, right after I had it. I had gotten it, picked it up. First shots, it had never been fired. And sights seem right on, so I don't have to adjust them with my screwdriver today. So yeah, Glock 21 Gen 5, a known entity. The Glock 21 has been around a good while, and it is a beloved firearm by many people. It and its I don't know, brother, cousin, the Glock 20, are just really popular firearms, and they tend to work. People like them. They've got nice capacity, plenty of good size and everything. And I'm not crazy about the Gen 5s. Still think the Gen 4s are my favorite. I just do. They went back to that, what they call it, NDLC or something finish, and I just don't like that slick finish as much. But you know, they work. And it's got the optic cut and everything, so if you want to put a optic dot on there, you can do that. You got your front serrations, you got your ambi slide lock, you know, your Gen 5 stuff, you know, no finger grooves, pretty good texture on there. And you know, if you got the Gen 5 upgrades, quote unquote, so that's the big advantage. And a lot of people do like an optic on their handgun, so that is a major upgrade. Maybe some of you watching today have just been upset with Glock because, you know, your Glock, 4th generation or whatever, 1st, 3rd, 8th, doesn't have that, and you have wanted to put an optic on it. So that will make you happy, perhaps, right? So, yeah, Glock is a Glock, no doubt about it. I don't know why they even keep making them if they're not going to innovate and do something wild, you know, but they work, and that's why many of us still like them. They're just tried and true and hard to beat in so many ways. You know, I made a remark on the Sunday video that told you I hadn't been fired, and I sound like a Glock fanboy, don't I? And I made the comment on the Sunday, you recall, that there's other guns in the same category, but this would be one that maybe if you, for some reason, you didn't have a chance to test fire it, I'd feel pretty confident, not 100%, but just taking it out of the box, putting my favorite ammo in it, and putting it in a holster or wherever, or my home or whatever. That's my defensive firearm until I get a chance to test it. It's probably going to work, right? You could say the same thing for a lot of the SIGs, the Rugers, and M&Ps, couldn't you? And of course, y'all on Sunday were waiting for it to malfunction right after I said that, but it worked. It may malfunction today. So let's shoot the thing some more. And I want to thank Bud's Gun Shop. They're a great outfit, and they help us a lot. Been a supporter for a long time. And Silencer Central, wonderful company, wonderful company. They do one thing, and they do it so well. And you've seen the Banish line in our videos. And the Sonoran Desert Institute, a great place to get some distance learning, some education about drone technology, firearms. If you have interest in becoming a gunsmith, that can get you on the road. You can learn a lot about the firearms and the industry. So we appreciate the people that support us, especially you all. So let's just shoot this thing a little bit. Now this is a magazine. It came with, what did it come with? My LC carbine. It's an SGM. I don't know that I've tried it in this firearm. I thought I might. It holds over 20 rounds. Pretty cool. So, if I didn't say so, for new people, this shoots a big bullet. Look at that bullseye. You watch. Oh, I thought it was going to be my first malfunction. I didn't have a round in the chamber. Yeah, it makes a pretty good size hole. That's because it's 45. Yeah, 45 caliber. .45 is like any other caliber, though. You have to hit the target or it won't make a hole. Let's try this magazine. You want to? I've been pleased with these. These are made in Korea, the SGM Tactical, whatever. I'm usually not crazy about trying mags that are not Glock mags, but you know, in the range, doesn't matter. But these have worked. There's a container down there. Needs to be drained. And there's a gong. I really can't see it in the light, but it needs to be hit. There we go. Yeah, I see him shaking now. Let's hit him again. Got a little sunlight on him. Notice you get a nice ring with a 45 slug over there. You know what? There's some sunlight on that left red plate too, begging me to take the challenge. There we go. This magazine's not quite as accurate as the others, but you know, if I shoot at something enough, I'll still hit it. There we go. That functions, just not quite as accurate. Okay. So Gen 5, what can I say? You know, they're nice guns, and a lot of people don't like the finger grooves, and I can take them or leave them. For some people, they'd rather leave them because their fingers don't match up with the way they want to grip the firearm. And I understand that. For some reason, as weird as I am and as big as my hands are, the finger grooves don't get in the way, or they don't bother me. But I kind of like it without them too, though. So 45, it's always been a nice firearm. Of course, there's several generations of them now, and they all tend to work. No doubt about it. Reliability. It's basically replaced the 1911. Did I say that? No, I was just kidding. Also appreciate the support of Alabama Holster. Great little concealment holsters, Kydex. I'll bet if I fish around, I'll find one. I'll bet I'll find one under my phone too. Yeah, appreciate them. They make a lot of neat little Kydex holsters, and many of you have discovered them, like I have. We'll shoot a couple more times. I just mainly wanted to make you aware that the Gen 5 is out in case there's a gap in your collection. You might not just from the Gen 5, but you might not have a Glock 21. That give you an opportunity to mend the error of your ways. However, as I confessed, I think Sunday, I don't really have a Glock 21 either myself. When I bought the Glock 41, which is 45 ACP, longer slide, right? It's got the thinner slide. And I sold, I think I traded, or somehow it ended up with John. So I don't really have a Glock 21 anymore. And that doesn't mean I need one, but so I can't give you too hard a time. But I do have a 45 caliber Glock, or two, actually. Got the Glock 30S, right? Yeah, sight sings right on. Sure does. right on. So I won't have to get a screwdriver out and adjust those. So Glock 21, been around a long time. Most of you are familiar with it if you know anything about Glocks. And so you just got a few enhancements on this one, you know, with your optic, your front serrations and things. So yeah, it's out there, and they tend to be extremely reliable. I'm not sure any of the Glocks after the 9mm are as unbelievably reliable as the 9mm are, but they're all very, very reliable. Malfunctions I've ever had through the years with Glocks usually have come from, I don't know, some different caliber, but that's extremely rare. And I guess it's most often been with my own hand loads or something like that, old brass. You know, they tend to be really reliable as well. Big old 45 ACP. So they're out there, just thought I'd let you know, and you don't owe me anything for that information. Life is good.
Oh yeah, that's better. This is a great gun for defense. Oh hey, didn't see you guys there. While I've got you here, I want to remind you of our friends over at Talon Grips and Ballistol. Talon Grips makes grips, can you believe it, for all different types of firearms. You can get rough texture or more of a rubberized texture. It just sticks right on there. You know, really affordable, really cool option to improve the grip for your handguns or rifles. So please check them out at talongungrips.com. You'll be glad you did. And also Ballistol. Dad has been using Ballistol for many years. It's a cleaner and a lubricant, and it's non-toxic. It works really great, and we're happy to have them on board since it's been a part of our shooting endeavor for a very long time. So go to ballistol.com, talongungrips.com. And also, while you're out there, I'm juggling all these things here. Also, while you're on the internet, please do check out our other social media like Hickok45 on Facebook. There's also Hickok45 on Twitter, The Real Hickok45 on Instagram. There's a John_Hickok45 on Instagram where I do some things. There's Hickok45.com. You can find us also on Gunstreamer. So check out all that stuff and then watch more videos.